YouTube. So this is the next build coming up. I think Steve-O and a few others are doing the what is it called? The Bug Array Fat Fox, which is the same chassis, just a different body. The chassis is the TT-01 Type E, which has been used for a while now. I believe it came out maybe 10 years ago or so. So it is a more modern Tamiya chassis in a sense. The TT-02 came and replaced this, and it was leaps and bounds better than this. Don't get me wrong, this is a decent chassis. They run them all the time. They do well, but the TT-02 just is made out of a better material. It's thicker. The chassis in general is just a better design. The flaws that this chassis had were fixed with the TT-02. Anyway, this is a great looking truck. You can run LEDs and all that good stuff. It's got hard plastic accessories and things like that. It does come with the torque tune motor and the ESC as well, the TBLE02S ESC. And here's what the chassis looks like right here, put together. And I'll show you the differences in plastics right now. Oops. So first off, let's look at the body. The body is three pieces here on this. This is the front. This is the cab. This is the front fascia, and this is the rear part of the cab, I believe. So this is three pieces. They have to be cut out here. 1, 2, 3. And then here's the bottom. Looks like it might be a little complicated cutting this one out. It's pretty nice though. It's got the engine and the turbo. I'm not sure if that's a Cummins or not. I haven't looked up what these trucks actually run. I'm not sure what the MAN trucks run. And this is the Team Reinert Racing livery. As you can see, it has all the Reinert Racing decals here, which look, there's a lot of decals here. It looks like it may be a little bit overwhelming, but it's not that big of a deal. There's a couple pages here of that. I like doing them. I don't mind it. Get that out of the way. Okay, here's the chassis. Now the first thing that you'll notice is this is the old style ABS. It's got some little scuffs on it just from packaging because it's the ABS. The real hard, shiny, old school Tamiya style plastic. So this still uses ABS. The newer Tamiyas, they don't. Their chassis are a different material. Even this one's not. It's a different kind of. It's the new blend. It's the gray blend, and even these are like a different material. They're a little bit. They have a tiny bit of give to it. They're not the ABS. And you can tell this is kind of old school, even though I'm not sure, but I think it's 10 years old. Don't quote me on that, but NiCad. It even says NiCad here, not even nickel metal, but NiCad. So it's meant for NiCad packs. That's the problem with this chassis. If you see these gussets right here, those braces make it hard to fit a hard case lipo. They make it difficult to fit a hard case lipo. But what you can do is, you can either take those out, but if you do, you're not legal for racing. But they make rounded off lipos, but there's not very many of them. I have one of them, the Wolfpack 3300, and it will fit perfect in here, so I'm okay. But this chassis is, they use this for the DF02, very similar. The tub part for sure. The diffs on the DF02, I think, split. They're horizontal, and then these ones are vertical. They come out this way. They come out like that. But it's basically the same chassis. It's thin, it's real thin, and it's real light, which is a good thing. and it's the ABS old school style plastics. And the TT-02 and the TT-02B is the new resin type blend, and it's reinforced, and it's twice as thick as this, and it's just as light as well. And the TT-02, the TT-02B, they fixed a lot of flaws that this chassis had, and the DF-02 as well. But these are still good stuff. Everyone's racing them right now. It looks like it's going to be real fun racing these things. Hopefully we could run them in the dirt oval as well. That's what I want to do. Anyway, you get your parts bags. They're all labeled to help you out. Here's A, B, and C. You know, it comes with your brass bushings and plastic bushings, but I've got a bunch of extra bearings laying around, so we'll see which ones fit that. Here's your diff cases and your ring gears, and there's your spur gear. Here's your driveline stuff. It's made out of the hard, looks like that's the reinforced plastic. This though, I've read that this doesn't hold up and you can just look at it. I mean, if you're going to run anything besides the stock motor, you're going to have to get a drive shaft, and I've already got one on order. It's not here yet, but it's, I think it's, is it Yaw Racing, or, I think it is. I think it's, it might be the Tamiya hop-up, but I think I got the red one, which was the Yaw Racing. Anyway, these look decent. These look like they're made out of the reinforced style plastic. If I could see a little grain in there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but these are harder, and they're not, it's not the ABS. Now this is ABS. This is also ABS. Those are steering knuckles. These are your hexes, different size hexes. You got, you can run the skinny hexes or the fat hexes. We got your the diff cases here, and some steering components. And this is also ABS. If you can look, that's ABS plastic as well. And then we've got some, this is the accessory plastics that have to be painted. I think I'm going to paint these red. I'm going to go with the silver, black, and red theme. Along with the, the decals are going to look really good. Okay, here we have some softer plastics. This is the softer stuff. This is bumpers and body mounts and some suspension components, it looks like. And the A-arms. The A-arms, you see how this is softer. This has more give than the ABS for sure. And here we have reinforced. This is the reinforced stuff. You can see how it's grainy. It's grainy in there. It looks a little bit different, and it's really flexible but really strong at the same time. So we got the motor mount. Looks like a transmission cover and a few other components here. The brace, the center upper deck brace here. It's made out of this reinforced style plastics. And then you get your foam bumper, of course. And I've got some hop-ups for it. I got these oil-filled shocks. You can't run these in the stock class, but I'm going to swap shocks in and out when it's just messing around. I want to go on the dirt oval, and I want to go on the Crazy 8. If the dirt oval is groomed well, I could run foams, but if it's still loose like like it is now, I want to run rally wheels and tires on the dirt oval. It'd be real fun. And I'm going to build these in the 64 millimeter length because that's the rally spec length. I might go 67, never know. But I want to race these on the dirt oval, and hopefully it catches on. And here's the colors we're going to be using here. We've got the PS5 and the PS41. The silver and black with the red. It's going to look good. We've got the tires. And I've already started painting them. I've got to do a couple more coats, and they've already been glued. These are glued. I did a pretty good job on them. Like I was saying, like I was telling Nordic, you can do it, Nordic. It just takes practice. Excuse me. See that? Those are glued. Just need maybe a little tiny bit more in some places, but those are glued and you can't see them. And then of course you get your motor and your other stuff. Here's my receiver I'm waiting on the servo and my drive shaft still. This is for this Fly Sky. I'm going to use this with the GT2. and the TBLE02S receiver that you can emit ESC that you can do brushed or brushless with. I think I'm going to stay brushed. I think I'm going to take the 13-turn brush motor out of my top force, put it in this chassis, and then run the top force on a one of those Leopard 3300 Leopard motors. So this is the torque tune motor that it comes with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to have to keep this stock set up here when I run the stock class, and then I can swap in the Hobby Wing ESC and a 13-turn brush motor when I want to mess around or when I want to go to the dirt oval and stuff like that. But to be in spec, you have to run this motor and the stock friction dampers. And then we've got double-sided tape and things like that to help putting the body together, because it is 3 pieces. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to I want to start building this, but I do not have the drive shaft, and it is the second step. So I can build it like this for now. Is what I'll probably do. I'll probably build it all stock for now, and then I'll hop it up down the line. Unless the shaft comes today, and then I'll put that in, because I mean, it's not too big of a deal to swap it out. Like, if I want to swap it out from stock to modified, it's very simple. Change your shocks, change your motor and your ESC, and change out that drive shaft, and I could go run the stock class. And because everyone runs super stock, everyone runs bone stock over there, and that's just the way it is. But it's raining out here, guys. It's been raining for, I don't know, a day or so. This is going to be the 3rd day of rain, and it's not going to stop. It's going to be raining for up to 5 days, they said. So I'm going to put this together probably, and I've also got the TRF-201. It should be here today. If so, I'll do another unboxing on that. And you never know, I may just build that instead. I am going to run a brushless motor in that as well, the 3300 kV. I'm not sure what the Leopard style motor. I'm not sure what ESC I'm going to run in it yet. Probably just a 60 amp. But we'll see, guys. Anyway, here's the Reinert Racing Man Truck. It's going to be a fun build, guys. Dinkel 1540. Man, that place has been around forever. Yeah, this is all the European. It's got a bunch of European sponsors because it's a European racing team truck. They really race these. It's crazy watching them. If you guys have never watched these races, I suggest you do. The small ones too. The 14 scale remote control are fun to watch. John was racing them. It looked great. And then his friend Miles, I think, he was at a different racetrack, and they were racing backwards, forwards. They had a race where there was like debris in it, like on the track that you had to try to avoid, like boxes and stuff like that, and bumps. It's pretty cool. Oh, poop. Poop. Anyway, all right, guys. This is the Man Truck Reinert Racing livery version. Peace.